What's going on, guys? Snaggy here, and it's time to preview round 17 of the 2025 NRL season. And the NRL has dished us up an absolute banger of a weekend of games. There's some huge games in here, guys, and I don't know who I'm going to tip. I started looking. I did the cardinal sin before putting my tips in, checking the prices on the bookies, because just had to see. I just couldn't help myself. I don't know what the hell the bookies are on. I don't know what the hell I'm on. I don't know who the hell I'm going to pick. Let's give it a red hot crack. Try and slay all these tips. Try and win some money this weekend. Let's go. This weekend's big, man. As always, boys, drop your tips in the comments 1 through 8. I want to see them all, guys. Let's have a quick look at the tipping comp. I've just got pumped. I'm down to 60th. Benny's still on top. Seth second. Itachi third. Nico Man fourth, and Corey 88. Not bad. Well, a lot of people, not people didn't go as good as I thought last week. A lot of 3s and 4s in there, a few 5s. Okay. I didn't go as bad as I thought I did. All right. That's all good. All right, let's get into these, boys. We'll do our tips. We'll go over all our stats. We'll have a look at some try scorers, boys. And man, we had a banger on the Sunday with the try scorers. I think we hit everything. I know we only got one leg wrong all of Sunday. I think we had about 6 bets down? 6. And we got one wrong, which would have hit. It was Jaden Campbell got a HIA, and there was 4 tries scored, so he absolutely would have scored 6 points. So, damn, we've got to keep those green ticks rolling. It felt so good. The serotonin, when you open that Dabble account or that Sportsbet account, whoever you're with, you're seeing them green ticks, man. Nothing's better. And then when there's red ticks in there, you just don't open the app. Just pretend it never happened. That's what I do. All right, man. This is a huge game. Panthers, Bulldogs. Damn. Now, this is a big game too for both teams. Both seasons sort of on the line here. A lot of chat, Seabolt, all that stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure their jobs are safe at Tigers, but they need a dub. Then we have Knights versus the Raiders. Not a huge game, but, I'll be checking it out. Then this absolute banger. Broncos versus the Warriors. Just if you are in Brisbane too, make sure you go check this doubleheader out, man. 100,000 rugby league fans. This is going to be like Magic Round, a little mini Magic Round. Broncos, the 3 o'clock game, and then 3 hours later, you got the Dolphins versus the Rabbitohs. They're going to put 100,000 people through the gates on one day at Suncorp. Rugby league is flying, boys. But Broncos looking the goods. Warriors coming off a loss. They're very good at Suncorp normally, traditionally. I don't know what their exact win-loss rate is at the moment, but a lot of Kiwis in Brisbane, man. It could be a blackout there. There could be a lot of Kiwis. I think there will be a lot of Kiwis there. Huge game for both teams. Both want to finish in the top 4, 4th and 5th, massive. Dragons versus the Eels. Dragons need a dub real bad. Eels sort of flying. They're looking incredible. Then we have the Dolphins versus Rabbitohs. Huge game for both teams. Rabbitohs actually slipped the 16th spot and really need a win. Dolphins, after that pretty disappointing loss last weekend, need to get one back if they want to play. Well, aid themselves making the finals. They don't want to lose touch of that top 8. Storm, third. You want to finish first or second, get that home final. And the Sharkies, they want to finish in that top 4 as well. Huge game for them. And then Titans, Cowboys. Titans desperate to get off the bottom of the ladder. Cowboys on an absolute skid mark of a skid at the moment. An absolute skiddy. It's like your undies after a big night on the baggies. Not me, so I've heard. All right, we don't need to look at the ladder now. Let's get into this one. Bulldogs versus the Panthers. This is huge. This is huge in the context of... Let me break this down first. I don't believe the Panthers... everyone's like, Panthers are back. I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. A couple of gritty wins against essentially, 2 bottom 4 teams. This win against the Warriors was awesome. I'm not taking anything away from them, but I just don't think it was as good as people were saying. I genuinely thought Warriors went into that thinking, we're playing a reserve grade team. First 20 minutes sort of got jumped. But then, and again, I don't take anything away from the Panthers because it was an incredible win. But a few things definitely went against them. Nakora went off, DWZ went off, and then Metcalf was on one leg for a lot of that game. They were playing with one playmaker, essentially. They were playing with 12 and a half blokes on the field. So, great win. They needed it, and it's a confidence builder. It was their young'uns. But I'm not like sitting there going, whoa, like, they're back. But it was their junior team or a lot of reserve grade players. Now you do drop those good players back with that confidence, you know. But this is the game where I say they're back or not. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I haven't officially called they're back yet. We're having a lot of chat saying, can they win the comp? Can they do this? Can they win that? They lose this game, they're out of the 8 again all of a sudden. You know, and there's still an Origin game to play where they're going to lose 5 players. So, like I said, this is it for me for the Panthers. And even if they lose this game, I'm not writing them off or anything, but I'm just not willing to say they're back, if that makes sense. Panthers got it done against them last year, 16-10, 44-18 the year before. Bulldogs on a 2-game streak, 4 of their last 5, and Penrith on a 3-game streak. Who would have thought that? 43% for the year, 85%. I mean, Doggies fans... No, actually, Doggies fans wouldn't have predicted Penrith would have had 43% win rate this year. Definitely not. Maybe they thought they would have had an 85%er, but definitely not the other way around. So let's have a look at these team lists. Everyone drops back in, but Cole and Sorensen out. Sorensen's the only real out. Cleary back, huge. Now, Lindsay Smith... It's hard, man. Alamotti drops back out. So they're keeping Milky Jenkins in. Whoa. For someone who I thought was like, damn. I'll tell you what, he's been playing pretty goddamn good footy. I'll give him that. He's been bloody enormous. Now, out Jake Turpin, Blake Wilson. So no force change. So other than Tuapolotu, this is looking pretty full strength, right? We're looking to... Carraz is out. My bad. Jake Todd's out too. Salmon. So a few out still. So relatively healthy Bulldogs. Definitely not full strength, but why is Carraz named here then? Sorry boys, I'm clearly tripping. Oh, because it says round 17. This is round 17. So Sexton in and Lockie in on the 17. Interesting. Panthers won their last 7 games against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs winger Marcelo Montoya will play his 150th. Luke Garner has scored 7 tries his past 8 games against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have won only 1 of their past 4 games at CommBank Stadium. Jenkins has scored 8 tries in 6 games. Good on you, Milky. Who are we picking for our try scorers in this one, boys? Who are we looking at? So we've got Jenkins on Carraz, McLean and Crichton. Oh my lord. What a mismatch. This is going to be really interesting. So obviously they had to let go of Crichton for salary cap stuff. You know, Crichton go get 800 grand off the Bulldogs when Penrith will only pay 600 for a centre. So, and the guy that's taken the mantle against him. It's cool. That's cool. That's going to be a good match. It's going to be a good watch. And we have Tungor and To'o on Sherry and Montoya. So, now that side for the Penrith Panthers should be weak, right? It's a left wing. Oops. Their right wing's leaking? Oh, left. Oh, man, maybe I should get some sleep before I do this video. Yeah, so we've got a huge mismatch here, boys. Personnel-wise, and then the numbers back it up as well. We've got Bulldogs' strong side against a weak Panthers edge there. So we'll be looking at try scorers in this one. We'll be looking at our man Carraz. We'd be looking at Carraz and Crichton for 2 or more. Or if we want some value on the single, we'll go Preston. Lock it in, Eddie. Now, Penrith Panthers are paying $2.15. I don't mind that at all. Having said that, look, like I said, I'm not sold on the Panthers yet. Bulldogs are playing such good footy. Like, they've been playing good footy the whole year. -2 games, they've looked absolutely incredible. Penrith, and I think Bulldogs' best performances this year have been better than Penrith's best performances this year, other than maybe the game in Vegas. So I genuinely think if they both play their best footy to this year's standard, I think the Bulldogs win. Having said that, Bulldogs, to me, still haven't played as good as Penrith did last year or the year before. That team's elite. If Penrith play 2024, 2023, 2022 Penrith level of footy, I think Panthers win. I really do. So I'm going to take the Bulldogs in this one. Old, steady Eddie. Old, I know what I'm going to get. Whereas Penrith do all that stuff, but not as consistently this year. I'm going to go the Bulldogs. But I really want Panthers to play final, so I'm a bit torn on it. But I'm going to go Bulldogs for my tip. Sea Eagles versus the West Tigers. Damn. Only play each other once a year, and there's absolutely fiending for a win, both these teams. So Tigers got pumped back here, but they've been actually pretty good. Like, they were the better team than the Cowboys in the second half of this one. I can't remember much about this game. They were brilliant in this Panthers game, and the Raiders were, that's a top, second replaced team in the hunt with that one. Were better than the Raiders for a lot of it. They really were. And Seagulls just been butt cheeks other than this Broncos game. Like, they were poor against the Eels. I can't even remember this Cowboys game, to be fair, but yeah, Seagulls won 6 of their past 7 games against the West Tigers. Tigers have not won at 4 Pines Park since 2020. Cherry Evans has scored 7 tries his last 6 games against the West Tigers. Abby Coruscant's on a 4-game try scoring streak against the Sea Eagles. Tohu Kola has scored 7 tries his past 5 games at 4 Pines. Right, let's have a look at our try scorers here. Who are we going, boys? So we've got Tua and Taruva on Kola and Talau. Tom Travojevic and Garrick on Skelton and Dewey. I'm going to assume that we're going to be going Garrick and Dewey. Garrick and Tom on Dewey. Hang on. So Garrick's gone to the actual wing. Geez, that's a try fest waiting to happen, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so look at this, boys. Oh, can you see that? There we go. West Eagles do have the best right edge, but man, bloody Tigers defending it pretty well. I still have to go down there, though. You got Turbo and Garrick against Skelton and Dewey. We've got to do it right. Turbo and Garrick for 2 or more. Turbo and Garrick for 3 or more. Get greedy. I'll be looking at that anyway. That's who I'm looking at, boys. Now, on my tip for this one, I'm going to take Tigers. They have looked pretty damn good to me for the last 4 games. I've been pretty impressed with them. I actually think they beat the Raiders. The game they lost against the Raiders, I genuinely think they probably beat 12 teams in the comp if they play like that. Raiders missed 4 tackles, completed at 97%, and did some of the best goal line defense I've ever seen. And then, when those things fell off a little bit, 12-0 in the second half to the Tigers. I like them. I like them. I think they're playing good enough footy. Seagulls have just done me. They're going completely let down by them. And not only that, Ola Kawatu out as well. They're already a bit thin. I mean, we've got Matt Lodge, CK Takaho. They've got Jazz Tavanga playing the third. I don't like him there. Simpkin comes back on the bench. Simply is back, I guess. Bullymore back to the bench. I do like that. And we do have Latu Fanu coming in. He looks really nice. And with De Silva on the bench, I like that as well. Jack Bird in the second row. I'm going to lock in Tigers for an upset. I know they haven't won at 4 Pines for a long time. I think they're playing good footy, and I'm just done with Manly. I know Manly are going to win some big games this year. They're probably going to win this, but I'm taking the mighty Tigers to get this one done. Up the Tigers. Raiders versus the Newcastle Knights. Fletcher Sharp out. Who replaces him? Jackson Hastings Conga. All right, so played twice last year. Win a piece. 16-12, 12-24. I'm feeling a low scorer. I was thinking this before. I was watching Knights defense last week. It is what no one's been scoring much on the Newcastle Knights, right? Like we see that when we look at the for and against. But I hadn't actually watched their defense. I'd studied it, and it is really, really good. They are shockingly good. And Raiders very good defense against the Tigers I just mentioned. These two guys have matched up, pretty low scoring. So what do we got? We got 18, 28, and then a 40-pointer. I reckon we could go under 48 here, under 48 points. 8 o'clock game, bit skiddy, both teams last week. So Knights last two games, we've got 46 totals, 20 totals. We've got a 50er or 48. Oh, that's tight. But then the Raiders games, we've got 28 points, 38, 48, 50, 26. Unders, boys. I was shockingly surprised at the Knights' defence, how good it was. And then I was super shocked how good Raiders' defence was. I guess for the whole game, but especially the first half. They did only concede 12 points in the game. Fletcher Sharp out as well. That's less points from nothing. Like Fletcher Sharp's one of those guys who scores something off nothing. Knights have won 4 of their past 5 games against the Raiders. Raiders have won their past 6 games away from home. Knights have lost 5 of their past 6 games at McDonald Jones Stadium. Best fans in the world. Hudson Young has scored 5 tries his past 7 games. He's not playing. Phoenix Crossland will pay his 100th. I tell you what, I really like Phoenix Crossland at the lock position. He's a tough little bastard. He's small, but he's tough, man. He's a tough. He gets through his work. He's great. All right, so we have Hoskins and Sasangi in the second row. Stewart, Chris, Strange, Foggy. Knights looked the best they've looked in a long time last week. So where are we going, boys? Shocking offense from the Knights. And we got second best through the middle. We hit Tarpany last week. I don't know if we're going to get that again. Where have the Knights been leaking? Tries conceded. 11 a prop. That can't be right. Right wing, 8 tries. I don't know. We've got to go right. I don't know. This is probably a smart game to not take try scorers, just being real. I might leave this one, but if I was looking, I do like the right. Hosking, running at Hastings. Jeez, we've got some good. This is some good matchups. Gagai Young on Chris and Stewart. Tomoko on Savage on Best and Schiller. Love it. I'm going to take the Canberra Raiders to win this one. I'm so impressed with them. They played pretty poor in the second half of last week. They found a way to win. Good teams win games. When they don't play very good, I'm expecting them to bounce back in this one. I think they'll be a little too strong. I was very impressed with Newcastle the weekend before. Broncos Warriors. Why? So hard. Look at this. The Warriors own them. 2018, 32-16. I want to take the Warriors so bad in this one. I want to take the Warriors so bad. Broncos poor in the first half last week. So let's really break down the Broncos' form here for a minute. Disgustingly bad for 7 or 8 games? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, you can only see 5? I thought you could click see more. I think it was 7 or whatever. They won like one against the Bulldogs, and then I think, yeah. Anyway, you get my drift. Brilliant against the Titans. Good for half a game against the Sharks. Are they back? We talked about that a little earlier with the Penrith thing. Are they back? I don't know. Now we have Warriors who have looked incredible, but got jumped by the Panthers. Now this is a thing that I'm a little worried about here. Is Metcalf 100%? Because if he plays like he did against Penrith on one leg, and he's just there to, like, you're not Cooper Cronk, bro. Like, get out of the team and let someone fully fit play. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. Like you're not. You get what I'm saying, right? Like, you only do that if you are Cooper Cronk or like Andrew Johns or Cameron. You know what I mean? Like, you can afford to be a bit of a passenger because your leadership and you just being on the field makes your team better. Metcalf ain't that, obviously. So I'm a little worried about that. But I'm also a bit worried, similar. Payne Haas looked pretty busted. Reece Walsh looked pretty busted. There was some times just about every single middle forward looked a little busted. It's just tough, man. I really want to take the Warriors, eh? Should I do it? Let's have a look. So we've got Pompey, Rocco Berry back, Kossi, DWZ out. That's huge. Roger. Oh, man. Let's look. Jensen, Piakura, Laban. Oh, Kurt Catewell's back. So Halasima goes back to the bench. Oh, what a bench. Ford, Vaymunga, Leka, Tamari Martin. Oh, man. I think the Warriors are going to win, eh? Broncos have scored 78 points back-to-back wins at Suncorp. The Warriors have won 3 of their past 4 games at Suncorp. Shibashaki has scored 5 tries in his past 4 games. Warriors have not defeated the Broncos at... Hey, what? The Warriors have not defeated Broncos at Suncorp since 2018. Wow. How have they won their past 4 games at Suncorp? 3 of their past 4 games at Suncorp. Winning a Magic round. Must be. Or Dolphins. Kerapani has scored 4 tries his last 2 games at Suncorp. What are we thinking, boys? Give me a look. I'll go have a look at some matchups here. So we're going to have Catewell on Ricky. Wash. Laban on Piakura. Both young bucks. Laban's been playing much better footy than Piakura, though. We're Aaron Clark against Paddy Jensen. This is a very hard game to pick, boys. Let's have a look and see who's leaking. Warriors' best left edge defense, 10th, 8th. It's not bad. So you have to take Broncos' left edge. Warriors just pretty even across the deck. Oh, this is tough. I think I'm going to go the Wahs, eh? I just think they got jumped last week. And this is Broncos similar to me, like the Panthers against the Bulldogs. This is my are you actually back game for them. If Broncos win this, I'll take them very seriously again. I just can't right now. Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm gonna go Wahs. Dragons versus the Eels. That Golden Point win this shit. No, it wasn't Golden Point. It was in regular time, wasn't it? Zach Lomax. And then this insane, man, these games are actually, the Dragons, like, I like these, like, when teams like this play and there's, like, these crazy games, like 44-40. Are you kidding, bro? Can you imagine if you took the unders in this game? I think this will go under 44. I think this game will go under 40. Both teams score over 40. I always think about that when there's whenever there's a crazy high scoreline, I always think, man, there's people out there that took the unders on this, and every try that gets scored, they're just like, what was I thinking? That's why I get a little. I much prefer to take overs than unders, but just take a lower overs than unders, just because I like. Man, if you get a, you just like whatever. If something's way under, it's like whatever. But when you're just like when it's just like you've gone for under 44 and it's like 70 points scored, you just feel like a real knob. Yeah, Eels looked great. Like, this night's game was great. The Sea Eagles win was great. They were pretty good against the Panthers. I actually thought they were good. And again, I thought they were... I got my wording wrong when I said this. I said they looked in control. I didn't think they looked... Bulldogs fans were mad, like I was saying they were in control of the game. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like they looked... Like, Bulldogs had a lot of attacking thing. Their defensive slide, like, they looked in control. Like, they looked in control of their footy. Bulldogs just blew them away at the end. They're a better team. Like, you know, they're 4 years into a rebuild. Parramatta's 12 weeks into a rebuild. You know what I mean? But I was pretty impressed with Parramatta for that game. Like, I was like, man, they actually played some pretty good footy against the best team in the comp at the moment. And then a decent win against the Titans. It's weird that I just like the way they're playing. It's just good to watch. And then the Sharkies lost, Dolphins lost. They won against the Knights, who were poor. They did beat the Broncos, but they were going poor. And then a pretty close game against... But I think these two have just been pretty disappointing losses. Now, we've gone Sloan gone. He's looking for a new club. Sele out. Dabble been good. Gula. Jacob Little on the bench. Jacob Little for a try, bruh. Eels have won their past 4 games against the Dragons. Dragons have won 4 of their past 5 games against the Eels at win. Josh Adokar scored 9 tries in 7 games against the Dragons. Clem will play his 250th. Good on you, Clem. I think Clem's been playing some pretty damn good footy. I've been saying this. A lot of those ex-Origin players who aren't at that standard anymore, everyone just calls them trash. They're not trash. They're human beings. Leave them alone. They're just, you know what I mean? They're just not. They're not state of origin standard. They can get you plenty of carries and get through their work. You know, you need them. You need players with experience that aren't costing you, taking up your whole salary cap, bro. They're essential. Oh, all right. So let's have a look. Let's go straight to the scoring map, eh? We've got Dragons terrible, right? So the Dragons are all left, right? Do we go Gutho against his old club again? So hang on, so 11th best. So Eels have the 5th best left edge defense. It doesn't make sense. Maybe because they're just getting it. That's actually not horrendous. 5th and 11th for a team coming 3rd last. It just obviously must be leaking through the middle a bit, right? Which is concerning. And then Eels through the middle. Dragons actually defend well through the middle. We've got to put someone on Flanagan, right? Oh, Dillbags is back as well. What do you reckon? Katonga to Dillbags to Katonga to Russell. I actually don't mind either. Flanagan has been defending all right. So you've got to go Tuapolotu because they only attack left. And I'd be looking at someone here, right? You can go obviously the Adokar, the obvious choice, but I like someone running like at Flanagan or in between Flanagan and Sully. Somewhere in there. Dillbags. Katonga. Katonga's been playing good footy, man. He's got about an error in his game he needs to get rid of. He can make an error, but just not every game, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to take Eels. I think they're playing great footy. I love watching them play. Dragons look like they're in a bit of a free fall. Yeah, I'm going to go Eels. I just like what footy they're playing. Dragons could absolutely win this, but I'm not like sold on the Eels. Like they're the better team and they're going to win. Like their Dragons are literally above them, but I just think they're playing better footy right now. Dolphins, Rabbitohs, Dolphins both teams don't need a win. Rabbitohs desperate for a win, and Dolphins were absolutely flying high and they lost to the Knights, so they definitely want to bounce back after that one. Still looking pretty good. Only one extra win there for the Dolphins. Rabbitohs got them this year. That's right. And Eels got them. Dolphins got them the week before. Let's have a quick look at this team list. Bostock is out. Lewis Dodd is out. Was he even in? Campbell Graham comes back. That's going to affect our try scorers. Right, we'll get to that in a minute. It's at Suncorp. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough round, boys. I'm telling you now, Bunnies are not playing the 16th worst football. Herbie Farnworth has scored 5 tries his last 4 games at Suncorp. Rabbitohs have lost their last 3 games. Rabbitohs have lost their last 3 games at Suncorp. Asako has scored 70 points for 4 games. Doesn't he rack up points? Hammer will make his few. There's our try scorers, boys. Alex Johnson, Hammer. Let's see what that comes to. That's an absolute lock. Same game multi. Alex Johnson. Oh, jeez, it's not paying $2.90. 2 try scorers. Damn. They're probably both going to score, though, I'll tell you what. You take bloody both of them for 3. Hamaso, Alex Johnson for 3 or more. Johnson's good for 3 on his own. The way that left edge is humming. Seriously, that's probably might not be the worst. Hammer, Alex Johnson for 3 or more. Both can get 2. Both can get, 2 and 1. Like lots of different combinations there. All right, so we got Rabbitohs, 3rd best left. Do you want to go right? Hang on, give me a look at these matchups. So we've got Herbie on Graham. What a matchup. One of the best offensive centres against... I still think he's the best defensive centre, but if you're going to say Stephen Crichton is, I will not argue with you for 1 millisecond. Not for 1 millisecond. They both pretty much wash each other out. Avarillo, White and Asako Johnson. Man, yeah, I like these try scores. I like Hammer and Johnson. Locks. Lock it up. I'm going Dolphins at home. I'm just going. It's the only thing that could really separate them for me. Keon Walker. Oh, Walker's back too? How did I not see that? Dude. Rabbitohs are going to win. Should I go Rabbitohs? This team is stacked. Kevy, Killer. I'm going to go to Rabbitohs, bro. Joy Arrow playing lock. You want to... Cool. I'm going to go Rabbitohs. Just purely full team back. Been playing okay footy and been close enough. Dolphins could absolutely win this in a trot as well, though. If it's just close, I can just see a Cody Walker or a Latrell Mitchell double cut out to Alex Johnson to stroll over for a try. I can see Latrell Mitchell 50-metre field goal. And this is the thing that Wayne Bennett team's been doing. They've just been hanging around. What if Dolphins can't put them away? I'm going to go Bunnies. Up the Bunnies. I love Campbell Graham. I'm such a huge fan of Campbell Graham. Storm, Sharkies. Sharkies 2 of their last 5. Storm on a 3-game streak. Sharkies got them this year? Oh, yeah, they did too. That's right. This is the game where we'll the fraud check game. Oh, it's right there, dick. It's only 5 games ago, bro. How did you forget that? Too much partying when I was young. And that an odd scoreline too, 37-10. All right, let's have a look at these team lists. Look, man, I've seen a few people saying, how's this team not changing? Right, look... Bros have been watching me since the start of the year, right? Though I'm sure most of you have. What did I say? Try something different. And early in the year, just give Nico a crack at fullback. Try Will Kennedy off. Whatever. Just try something. They didn't. They had moderate success. They're coming 8th. They're coming 6th. It's pretty good. It's too late now, bro. You can't start fiddling with your spine in the back end of the season. This is it. This is it, man. And this is the thing with Nico too. I actually love Nico. I don't like a lot of the criticism he gets, but the problem is, and this is the thing, like, why I have Cleary undefeated, without a doubt, the best half in the comp. Clutch. The generation before that, Jonathan Thurston. Clutch. Jonathan Thurston could dead set miss 13 tackles and miss 3. Like, 3 of those tackles could lead directly to tries. But you knew with 15 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go with the ball in the hand, the other team's sphincters were this tight. Oh, where's the hole? I don't know if that was even tight. But I don't know how close my finger was together. But you get my drift. You felt you were like, we pretty much can see we're going to lose this. And that's just been Nico's problem. It's just kicking the ball dead or kicking it too shallow or just dropping it in the in goal for the winger to catch and they run out with the 7 tackle set. That's been a bit of the issue, you know. And I don't know. Like, and I heard on one of those shows, they're like, well, you're not going to win the comp with Atkinson and Trindle in your halves. You're not going to win it with Nico in your halves right now, bro. You should have. And look, maybe this is the best team they can roll out. But with the results they've been getting, pretty much Fitzy's gone, all right, the team's fine. I've got to get more out of them. Like, can Fitzy get more out of them? Because they're just not going to win the comp the way they've looked, you know? I'm not even writing them off. Like, bro, we could be sitting here eating our words. Like, every single person out there eating their words. And Sharkies finishing 2nd place, home final, and roll into the grand final. And we're all going like, man, good on you, Fitzy. You know, like, I know I'd be happy to be wrong in that situation. But, yeah, it's just, I just honestly think it's too late now. This is your team. Roll with it. See what happens. You can't start chucking Nico in at fullback at round. So this is the team. 18. It's too late. Coates back. I thought it said Regan Campbell-Gillard. I was bloody. Stefano, King, Nelson, Tui. Cool. Storm won their past 9 games at Amy Parks. Sharks have won only one of their past 7 games at Amy Park. Xavier Coates, 5 tries in 33 games. Boom, leg. Ronaldo Mulatalo scored 5 tries his last 6 games against the Storm. Boom, leg. Harry Grant has scored 8 tries. Boom, chuck that bet down, boys. Should I do it? See what it comes to. Let's have a look. We got... Oh, the try scorer markets haven't opened. Oh, it has. What's the SGMs? Mid-video, I just have to start betting. I'm sick. We got Talakai, Armini, Mulatalo and Farlongo, Coates, Anderson. When is Warbrick back? Concussion? He's been out for ages. If anyone knows what's going on there, can you let me know in the comments? I can't remember hearing anything from him. I hate that, man. I wish I'd just cover everyone more evenly, eh? Alright, let's get back to Nicara. Blaw's bloody good defensively, actually. Alright, let's have a look. Storm first. Well, we have to go left, don't we? Storm left. We hit that last week, obviously. Well, you have to go left. It's a good side, weak side, and Coates scored some more tries than he... Man, I wonder if we can get first, second, or third. Let's come down here. First, second, or third. Ryan Pappenhausen, Grant Anderson, Xavier Coates, 27%. Not bad. Not bad. Good size. Yeah, I think Sharks... I think the Storm might get them done. They're averaging 5 tries. Sharks conceding nearly 4. Storm money, yeah. Storm. Oh no, Titans, Cowboys. Cowboys pumped them this year. Pumped them. Titans got them last year. 2 wins between them in the 10 games they've played. 36%, 5 games. Wow. Now, what do we got? We've got Jaden Campbell out. That's huge. I'll tell you what, they looked different when he went off. So we've got Tom Weaver in. Oh, Clifford's in. Dearden's in finally. Like, Cowboys fans will back me up here. You all know it. Like, I'm not dissing the Cowboys ever, but I'd never understood what this Peyton dude does sometimes. Like Purdue, bro, gun, killing it in the centres. Oh, let's put him in traffic. Let's put a rookie in traffic. Let's get rid of a big, long kicker and put in a rookie whose best attribute's running in traffic in the NRL. Like, when Dearden, the other kicker, he's not a long kicker either. Like, man, I just don't get him, eh? I reckon if he loses this, he's in big trouble. Big guns are all back, boys. Team looking bigger. Team looking better. Ruben Cotter, Robson back. Clifford's back. Campbell out. Yeah. Titans have won 4 of the past 5 games against the Cowboys at Seabass. Cowboys have conceded 138 points in the last 3 games. AKP has scored 6 tries in his last 3 games. Nanai has scored 4 tries in his past 2 games against the Titans. AJ Brimson has scored 9 tries in 13 games against the Cowboys. Brimo looks good at fullback. Real good. Real good. Real good. Alright, so we've got Labert, Tuolangi, Purdue and Derby. So I automatically just like this team a lot better from the Cowboys. Titans 10th. Who's on the left-hand side for the Titans? They're getting a try. Did you take AKP for 3 tries in this? Worst defense. AKP, the fastest dude. The fastest player to hit 50 tries. Second fastest. Equal first fastest. 4 on his inside. Thank you very much, Cowboys. Just anyone. Purdue. The Titans' defense is atrocious, so you just take the dude who can score out of it with the fastest acceleration, which is Purdue. Now, Fafita's no joke speed-wise either, though. No joke. There's going to be some points here, boys. When I saw this game released, I took the Titans. Now I've seen the team list and the matchups and all that stuff, and Clifford back and Dearden in the 7 and Purdue back in the position he is excelling at the moment, and all the Origin boys fit and firing on Elfie. I'm going to Cowboys. Let's have a look how we finish up. How'd we finish up? We got Doggies, Tigers, Raiders, Wahs. Did I just take all the way teams? Eels, Rabbitohs, no. Storm. What's that paying? It's a lot of underdogs there too. I just got to see what that final multi's paying. All away games. Doggies. All away teams, right? Tigers. Raiders. Wahs. Eels. South Sydney. Melbourne. Cowboys. 205 to 1. Chuck it down, Snaggy. You got it. All right, boys, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.